She was taking birth control pills because she wanted us to be on good common ground before we have kids. But now that we've grown closer, we have a stronger bond, I think we're both ready.
All right. Despite the fact that Gino's always saying dumb shiz, Gino continues to keep saying dumb shiz. And because you see, okay, we know that he's always wanted children. That is fine. That is completely fine. But you cannot sit here or walk around, shall I say, because obviously right now they're walking, and tell us just because you two have had a therapy session and just because you've been having intercourse more regularly than before and you're able to actually ejaculate now, it means that now you are now on better grounds. So now you feel like you should have kids. You know, I don't even have to be outside the box to see that your relationship is a massive wreck. I could easily be in the relationship and still recognize that the relationship is unhealthy. That's how bad your relationship is. You cannot tell me that all of a sudden you think your relationship is now being solved and it's okay for you to have kids. One, you haven't even moved to the States yet. Two, you haven't even seen if your family really are able to accept it and let bygones be bygones. Three, you don't even know if Jasmine has even been able to get past the fact that your family may not be a big fan of her as well. And four, on top of that, you still don't know if you're able to get Jasmine and her kids all the way to the States as well. So there's so many other obstacles at hand, and you thinking just because you two are now on a better path of your intercourse, all of a sudden, you're both now ready to have children? Ah, Gino, I've only got one thing for you. But let's continue.
My question is, at this moment, at this point in our relationship, are we gonna be like good parents to this kid?
I mean, with all due respect, despite the fact that I respect the question, can we just process who you're asking that question to? You're asking this question to Gino, and of all people.
We are getting old, and you are planning to retire.
Yeah, but don't forget, the advantage of retiring early and having a kid is that I don't have to always go to work and I can spend more time with the child.
I mean, that's a fair point. It's a fair point. But at the same time, though, is your retirement fund going to be able to look after yourself, the new baby, Jasmine's kids? I'm pretty sure you didn't think about that, did you now, buddy?
Or take him to school. If I am working, I'm not going to be able to
I
send
get that point. But baby, kids are chaotic. You know, like, look at my kids. They're not babies anymore. I get a lot of support from my family.
I mean, listen, to be honest with you, the nutshell here with Jasmine, and it's crazy because the one time she decides to make sense, well, not the one time, but it's crazy because the only time Jasmine likes to make sense of anything is when she's trying to avoid something. But when she's not trying to avoid something and she's trying to go right into it, she makes no sense whatsoever. But yeah, either way, though, I understand that she's making sense in this moment in time, and the reality is that she doesn't want kids. And that's why she's asking these smart questions. But again, though, think about who you ask these questions to.
He's having these super high expectations, but it's hard for me to imagine relying on Gino's family.
And you know what, though? Gino's family don't seem to be young neither.
Especially when he is not even sure deep in his heart that they like me. And on top of that, it's going to be very difficult to move to Michigan and then bring my kids.
Exactly. The points that I already pointed out as well. You know what, though? I don't even know why I even bother waste my time with this couple, to be honest, for the most part, because they never make any sense. I mean, their whole storyline is completely freaking all over the joint, but
So, to be thinking about having babies at this moment feels crazy and delusional.
Listen, man, no lies were told whatsoever. I think, to be honest, the best word that was used there was delusional. But the thing is, when it comes to the word delusional, both of them are delusional, to be honest with you. That's just the most part. Because their relationship is just, yeah. If you don't know, you don't know. I promise you now, on the second season of 90 Day, The Last Resort, these two are going to be on it. Guarantee you. If there wasn't already a part of this here, they would have been on this to the most current season. I promise you now. They're going to be on it. You just wait and see.
I don't want a baby, like 100% sure. At this moment, at this right moment today, I tell you, I don't want to have a baby. We'll just stay with me. And
you know, I'll say nothing, hold on.
Still marry me and be with me and be happy. Will you?
I told you I want a child. How am I supposed
So
to be
you won't?
Yeah, I told you that I want a child. But the thing is that that wasn't answered the question, was it, Gino?
Could I survive without a child? Yeah, maybe. I could probably do it, but I won't be happy like I would be if I did have one. And why is it that you didn't tell me this until now?
Whew, I mean, that is a good question, and it's very rare for Gino to ask good questions. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, it's very simple, isn't it? Like, we all know that Gino would not leave Jasmine even if she said no to a child. I mean, I like the way he says that I wouldn't be completely happy, but yeah. But the question is, that is a good question, though. Why can't you telling me this now rather than before? And to be fair, the answer was pretty much common sense, but yeah.
I guess, first of all, because you were not able to ejaculate before, and now all of a sudden you can. And also, like, I was afraid of you leaving me for me expressing these concerns.
And that right there is the real reason. But why was you afraid of leaving him, or of him leaving you?
I wouldn't leave you.
But you were saying that you wouldn't be happy with me and that you
could
will
have talked
be
to me about this.
disappointed.
I
Right
thought we were on the
before.
same page with this. We're clearly not.
The reality is this. You are her meal ticket to the States. So of course she's going to withhold that information. But to be fair with you, this is Jasmine. This is what she does. She withholds information all the time from Gino. And then when Gino does it, it's a whole World War freaking 10,000. The amount of world wars they've had is just 10,000 by now. You know what I mean? But either way, though, I want to know what you guys think about this stupid situation. Yes, I said this stupid situation. I feel like it's very hard to have opinions anymore that are new or fresh when it comes to Gino and Jasmine because they both live on repetition. You know what I mean? And it's very, very irritating, to be honest with you. I really hope that whilst the world is clearly making robots to take over it, I hope that we don't get robots with brain cells like these two. Otherwise, we are completely effed. Imagine this iRobot, you know what I mean? And they've given you a robot to be your servant and it comes out and it has Gino's mentality. Ah, goddamn. Yep. Everything I just said just sounded hella stupid. Yeah. My brain is fried from these two. Pretty much in a nutshell. But anyway, I'll leave it there. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.